I thought while I was talking with you here, I might go ahead and adjust the shapes of a couple petals that I talked about before. I thought I was going to adjust this shape. Instead, I think I'm going to adjust this petal and have it come down a little bit more. So I'm going to grab a little bit of our darker pink here and just bring this line down. I think that's a little bit better. It gives this upper petal a little bit more roundness to it, and fixes that awkward opening a little bit. And when I say awkward opening, what I mean is I'm often looking at the negative spaces. So rather than looking at the petal and its shape, I'm looking at what shape the water creates as it comes in. And that's why I had picked out this spot too. So while we're here, let's go ahead and adjust that. I think, I'm just trying to look at that petal. I might get a little bit of a purpley pink here. I think I want to adjust both this petal and this petal. So I'll round this petal a little bit more. And that's not exactly the right color, but right now I'm really just thinking about getting the shape in, and then I'll worry about, fixing those colors. Lucy just knocked a bunch of papers off of my desk. So let's do the same thing over here. I'm trying to be a little careful where I touch because some of these are wet. Trying to decide if I want it to go, if I want this negative space, this blue, to go all the way down here. And I don't think I do. I think I'm going to close this space in a little bit. So then my mind goes to, if I want to close it in, which petal do I want to have do that job? Do I want this petal to come out, or do I want this petal to come out? Um, and then I was also thinking, well, which one is in front and which one is in back? I think I'm going to have this petal come out more, but go behind. So stop. So that this petal comes in front. Hopefully you can see that on the video. Yeah, I think I like that better. So I just wanted to, have you hang out with me for a minute as we did those couple of little edits, just so that you could know kind of what I'm thinking, where where the thought process is, and hopefully that helps you find some of those kinds of areas in your painting. I want to darken this as it comes up a little bit in here. So I just picked up a little bit of phthalo blue and a little bit of quin magenta. And I think I'll let it darken a little bit underneath of this petal too. And then I'll grab my other brush. I picked these up before. I don't know if it'll be still in part of the video or not, but I was using that number 8 that we talked about yesterday. and the bristles were just kind of bugging me. So I changed to this Transon, and it's a number 4. So I just think that that's so interesting. It looks like this. It looks almost the same size, but different brush companies number differently. So I'm just picking up some pink, picking up some purples, just trying to soften that a little bit. And I'll refine the edge of this petal just a little bit. This is one of those petals that I was talking about before that I kind of liked the color of it. So I'm trying not to completely go over it. But I might go ahead and add just a little pop of some highlight under there. So that same color that I mixed before, um, just adding a little bit of titanium white to it, maybe just a little more white, because it's picking up some of that color that I have there already. And then I'll wipe out my brush and just try to push that together a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to just keep going, keep building. Um, some of the white areas that I put in before, I can already see have dried down a little bit. So it'll, there'll be um, lots of layers of the white to go in here. But your paper towel will probably get lots of work as you um, pinch wipe out the brush and get some of the paint out of your brush. Again, as I mentioned before, I'm trying to be very aware of how much paint that I'm adding. Um, Probably that little bit that I just did was even too much. And what that means is I'm just having to spend a little bit more time wiping out my brush to lift up some of the paint. Okay, that looks pretty good. This one is dried down a little bit too, but I don't want it to be quite as bright, so I can come in with just a little bit of a pink. And I'm really letting the brush direction, the stroke direction, really bend and curve so it gives that feel of that cup shape, which is really so pretty in the water lilies. Look, I said the right word. I didn't call it a daylily this time. That looks good. I'm going to keep working on a couple of more petals. Um, like I said, I don't know that all of this will be in the class exactly because it's kind of redundant, kind of the same thing over and over again. Um, but I just want to make sure that I give you guys enough that you feel like you know what worked and what you can do on your piece.